guys, welcome to the Booth Customs channel. Today on the channel we're going to be changing the trigger in a PSA Dagger to an Apex trigger for Gen 3 and Gen 4 Glocks. In the previous video we did on the Dagger talked about how it was just the trigger was just a little spongy and kind of slid through the break, so we're going to upgrade the trigger and see if we can make for a better shooting experience. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is make sure the gun is not loaded, obviously, and then we're going to take it down like we normally would. Set the slide to the side because we don't need that. And step one is going to be removing these roll pins right here, and then this trigger pin there. So I'm going to select an appropriate sized roll punch here. That's about right. We're going to tap these out using our bench block. There we go. That one's out. Roll pin number one. So your slide rails and release and everything are held in by two pins as opposed to just one pin. So we're going to remove the front pin first, since we're already in a roll pin kind of mood. And set that over here as well. And then this pin should come out fairly easily. Let's see if we can just push it out. A little bit of hammering. Like if it doesn't move, see, we're coming out some. If it doesn't move, you obviously want to look and see what could be binding up on it to keep it from moving. Could be this piece is like shifting upward because it's not completely pinned in now, or this could be bearing on it, but you don't want to do too much hammering without assessing the situation. And it's moving slowly but surely. Alright, this thing is supposed to be able to be pushed out simply by applying manual pressure, but apparently a lot of people have had issues with this little spring here somehow being in the way and binding things up. So let's see if I can move that out of the way. Maybe. We don't want to mess it up because we are definitely reusing that. So it's maybe the most difficult pin I've ever removed in my life. Like, every now and then it'll give a little give, and you think, oh, that's it, and that's not it.
2 hours later.
There we go. Finally. Just had to give it some love. I'll put that over there. Alright, yeah, now, this should come right out. This should come right out. Don't lose that. We need it. Alright, and the trigger itself, boom, out. Alright, and there it is. The stock trigger from Palmetto State Armory after multitudinous attempts. Alright, so this little bad boy hopefully will be simpler. Pull it forward, and you want to sort of there we go, out like that. Has that little spring right there. You just want to get the old off and put the new on the same way. Reverse the process of getting that little bad boy in there, and it's in there. And then simply redoing what you just did. Make sure the trigger goes in there as it should. There we go. So that's all right. Excellent. Love to love it. All right. We'll slide release here, right in there where it's supposed to be. And your rails go back in where they're supposed to go, like so. And everything fits and everything's happy. Now we just got to make sure that when we put this feather back in that gave us so much trouble before, it goes through all the things. You can take a pin and sort of wiggle it through, and then try to follow it back through with a few little love taps. Not too many, because things being loose in there, you don't want to break something that should not be broken. Alright, see, and this little feather got slid out of place, so. That should allow me to follow through right there. And it went back in, thankfully, much easier than it came out. And it was good. Alright, next we're just going to reverse the process of what we did before. Let's see if this will work. Nope. Let's see if this will work. Yep. And we're just going to put in these roll pins again. So we're putting in the rear pin now. Don't want to go too far and mar the polymer. There we go. Other side. And one more little love tap for good measure. And that's it. Then reassemble. Make sure you get all the slide lined up with all the rails. And there you go. And that is a much better brake than the stock trigger. Alright guys, that's it from the Booth Customs channel. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're thinking about installing an upgraded trigger in either your PSA or your Glock, I hope this video gets you started in the right direction. Of course, the PSA had a few more nuances that Glocks usually don't have. But the trigger on, or the pull on this Apex trigger is much crisper, much better than the stock PSA trigger. We're going to slap a red dot on this thing and get it to the range, back to Kenton and back to the range, and see how he likes it. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time. Like, share, and subscribe, and happy shooting.